Hey everybody, my name is Sheila Magalhaes and I am filming here in East Longmeadow, Massachusetts, offering a Kripalu style all levels yoga class where we'll stretch and breathe and move together for about 30 minutes. And I hope that you enjoy this session, and I look forward to doing more with you over time. Beginning, as we always do, from a comfortable seated position. You might need a cushion underneath your backside. That might make you feel a little bit more comfortable when you sit. Extend and lengthen your spine. Root down through your sitting bones and draw your shoulders back so that you have a beautiful, elegant posture for centering, for settling, and for arriving to begin our practice. As always, bring your hands to your heart in what we call the Anjaline Mudra, this symbol of deep respect for yourself, for one another, and a chance to offer a greeting or a blessing out in the spirit of metta meditation for all beings everywhere. So I invite you to just take a moment to close your eyes, and I'll join you. And invoke a sense of gratitude. And envision a prayer of peace, letting it settle out in the world to places that you'd like to extend it to, and ultimately to where it's needed most. Take a big breath in. Exhale audibly so you can hear it. Open your eyes and hands back down as you lift your shoulders to your ears and squeeze them back and slide them down. And do that again. Lift the shoulders up to your ears and squeeze them back and slide them down. We often carry tension, tightness in the shoulders and upper backs, and this practice is beautiful to help release that tension. Reach your arms out to T position and wriggle your fingers and circle your wrists around. It might be a little noisy, a little crackly. That's very normal, very natural. As you move through the practice as best you can, breathe in and out through your nose in a way that's lengthening and filtering for every breath you take. Bring your fingertips to your shoulders and roll the elbows in a circular motion. You can work with your eyes closed, just listening to my words. You can watch me. One of the things that's really excellent to do is to try to keep your eyes to one spot so that you don't get distracted by things that are around you, things that you see. Roll the elbows in the opposite direction. The word for that is drishti, or gazing point. That's a Sanskrit word. And it's about reining in our senses and drawing attention inward. Use this time as a centering, settling. Let your hands come down towards your lap. Put your right hand down and lift the left arm up and lean over. We want to move the body in all directions. Back up to the other side. Soft face, soft eyes, soft brow. Reach. Come up across and over one more time. Each time, as you lengthen, set your sitting bones down like you're sending roots down into the earth. And do that again. Come up and across and over. Once again, bring your hands, arms out to T, palms face forward. Bring them in front of you, clasp your hands, and then flip your fingers and your palms forward. Then reach your arms up overhead. Draw the navel center in slightly so that it creates a little bit of stability and support. And that's helpful for energy management and also to support your low back. Bring the arms out to the side to twist. Take your left hand to your right knee and then look over your right shoulder, lifting the chin and chest slightly. Come across and over, same thing, other side, taking your right hand towards your left knee. Come back to the center and unwind your legs. Stretch them out in front of you and set the cushion aside if you're using one. Shake your legs out a little bit. Just get a little circulation, a little movement. Point and flex your feet and circle the ankles around. We move through every joint in the body, working to bring fresh blood supply and lubrication and oxygen and energy. And as you start to move with me, just notice where your mind is. Bring your feet in a little bit further, about hip width apart, and drop your knees over to the right. And as much as you can, see if you can focus on your practice, your breathing, where you are. Look over your left shoulder. To give you the chance to settle the mind, to bring it to the present moment. Look over your right shoulder as you twist. As a way to help you to reduce worry, anxiety. Over to the right, and pick up your left hand and reach it skyward. And then across and over to the left, and the right hand reaches skyward. And then bring your hand down and put the soles of your feet together. Grab a hold of your toes, scoot your hips a little closer if you can. Bound angle, Baddha Konasana. Start with a beautiful long spine, and as you exhale, start to tip forward, bring your gaze forward, but keep your spine long, and the elbows press lightly towards the inner thighs. And are you breathing? These hips, another place where we carry a tremendous amount of tension. Bring yourself back up. Slide your hands towards your knees and bring your knees together. Wrap your arms around your shins. Drop your head, tuck your chin. And then bring your gaze up and slide your feet out in front of you. Bring your hands to your knees and let your hands just wrap and rub along those knees. Give a little TLC and a little appreciation. And then again, keeping the spine nice and straight, slide your hands towards your shins. Keep the legs straight too. Squeeze your belly, squeeze the thighs. Toes pointing up, feet flexed. This is called the intense west stretch. Has a fancy Sanskrit name, Paschimottanasana, which is really fun to say. As you fold forward, make sure that you're not hunching or rounding or hiding your heart. And then draw yourself back up again, having a sense of the hamstrings. If they feel tight, tense, you can always slightly bend your knees. That feels good too. The intense east stretch, the side of the body, I'll come this way. Bend your knees, hands behind you. This is one version. There are several, many. Press your feet into the floor and lift the hips. It's like a reverse tabletop. And then drop the head comfortably back. And slowly bring yourself back down again. Bring the soles of your feet one more time together. Hold your ankles, lift the chin, chest, fold over. This time, let your head drop down and curve and round your spine while you press lightly, gently towards the inner thighs. This is another version of bound angle. Coming up out of Baddha Konasana, bound angle, bring your knees together. For Navasana, the boat pose, hold behind the backs of your legs. Lift the shins so they're level to the floor. You're looking right out over those toes. And this could be enough right here, holding on, breathing, smiling, shoulders back, or you can take your hands out to the side and hold. Good core strengthener. Bring your hands behind the backs of your legs. Lift the legs a little higher. Lift the chin just a bit. Proud, open-hearted. And then bend your knees again and either hold on or reach out for this version of Navasana. In midair, cross your right ankle over the left, draw the heels in, and come into seated easy pose, and transitioning to hands and knees position. As you come to hands and knees, the wrists are right underneath your shoulders, the knees are about hip width apart. If you have tender knees, and a lot of people do, you might have to put a folded blanket or cushion underneath your knees. Classic cat and dog curls to move the spine. Lift the tailbone, lift your gaze, bring your gaze skyward. You dip in the back, dog stretch. Round your spine and tuck your chin, pulling the hips forward slightly, arching your back like an angry cat, cat curl. Inhale, lift the gaze, lift the tail, dog stretch. Exhale through the nose, rounding your spine, tuck your chin, cat curl. Back to the stable midpoint. Look over your right shoulder and squeeze it down. Come across and over and look over your left shoulder and squeeze it down. Come back to the center. Bring your big toes together, take the knees a little wide, and then sit your hips back. Put your hands under your brow and your brow to your hands. A moment to rest in child's pose. Big breath in, exhale audibly. Just another opportunity to release a little tension. Come back to table position, knees hip width apart. Look at your knees, spread your fingers wide, tuck your chin, and your toes turn under, and lift the hips up high. Downward facing dog, pedal one heel and then the other towards the floor. The feet are about hip width apart. Fingers spread wide, equal weight into all the parts of your hands, and then press both heels back, squeeze your belly in, press your shoulders up away from your hands, the hips away from your shoulders, and holds. Then walk your feet up towards your hands and your hands towards your feet. Not very graceful, we call it a bear walk. In this forward fold, grab one elbow with each hand and hang your head. Sway a little bit from side to side. If this feels uncomfortable in any way, you can always put your elbows right on your knees. And then everybody put one hand above each knee, slightly bent. Walk your hands up the fronts of the legs. Stack the vertebra. Roll your shoulders back. You're up tall, standing, and shake out your hands and shake out your feet. And then set your feet, what we call hip width apart, ankles underneath the hip bones. Rock a bit from the heels to the toes, back and forth. And draw your hands once again to the heart. And once more, as you close your eyes, bringing your attention inside, this opportunity to unplug from the demands of your day, to be still, to be quiet, hug the navel center in, shrug back your shoulders, and press your feet firmly down so that you can feel the earth under your feet and its very firm support. Open the eyes, soft gaze, lace your fingers to steeple, slide your thumbs past your nose and brow. It's mountain pose. You hug the belly in, that's known as the flying up block. It's this opportunity to be able to harness that strength at the core, the place of your power center. Protect the back, as we've said. Mountain pose, standing strong, shaped like the mountain, feels like the solidity and the firmness and the strength here. To lean to the right for Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. And come back up with a big breath in. Exhale over to the left for half moon. Inhale as you come back to the center. Open your arms wide. Trace a great big circle, a great big full moon around your body, and then the hands fall to your sides, and exhale. Let a layer of tension just melt off the body. Step up to the top of your mat. Place your hands at your waist. Draw the shoulders back and find a place for the drishti, for that steady gaze. Root down the right foot, soften into the knees for Warrior One, Virabhadrasana. Step back your left foot. Keep the right knee bent just over your ankle. Draw the right hip back. Hands by your side. On an inhale, reach your arms up. As you do, tip the head back. Try not to lean back. It's not a great big back bend. And hold in Warrior. Breath in and out through the nose, gazing up through the roof like you could see straight up to the sky. Open your arms out to T as you start to lean forward. Put your right hand on your knee, your left hand on top of it, and lean over your thigh like you're looking over the edge of a cliff. Still keeping that even breath. Then lift your head, your heart, come up and straighten your right knee. Put your hands to your waist, squeeze the thighs, look straight ahead, a straight-legged runner stretch. Bend into the front knee. Step up, feet hip width apart. Draw back your shoulders, engage the locks, that flying up lock, shoulders back. Soften into the knees, and the left foot presses down, the right foot steps back. Trust yourself. Lift the chin, chest, draw the left hip back slightly. Hands by your side, and inhale, rise up, look up. Relax the face and jaw. Press firmly to the back edge of your back foot. You can even check to see if you're gripping your mat with your toes. You can move the toes around a little bit. Just holding for a few breaths, then open the arms, look forward, out, over, down. Put your left hand on your knee, your right hand on top of it. Lean over, stare down to your big toe. Then as you start to come up, straighten this left leg. Place your hands at your waist, draw back the shoulders, squeeze the thighs, and turn to face the front. Toes are turned in slightly as you reach your arms out to T. Turn the palms down. Reach back, clasp your hands behind your back. Big squeeze, open the chest. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold over. Standing yoga mudra. You can soften the grip of your hands. You can soften the bend of the elbows. Stare past your nose, between the knees. Smooth, even breath. Don't let anything distract you. Bringing the head down below the heart. A great chance to get an inversion, to get a little upside down. Then press your feet firmly down. Inhale, lift up, come up slowly, and float your arms to T position. Turn your right foot out, angle the left foot in. For Trikonasana, triangle pose, it's two straight legs. Reach and reach out and down. Take a shin or ankle. Lift the left arm up. And lastly, turn your gaze to look up. The legs are straight. The thighs are active. You get a nice squeeze of the muscles to the bones. The static contraction gets you so super strong. Press into your feet. Come up. Reach out, palms face down. Change directions with your feet. And reach over to the left and down. Maybe you'll take your shin. Perhaps you'll go further towards your ankle. Don't push, don't force. Right? No competition, no judgment, no comparing. I'm just here to lead you, guide you. Make these shapes with your body and open the channels for energy to flow freely. Inhale, come up. Parallel your feet. Exhale, put your hands at your waist. Inhale again. Big breath, open chest, open heart, fold forward, slide your hands down your legs. Can you reach for your ankles? The edges of your feet, or take your first two fingers, hook them around your big toes. Look up, inhale. Exhale, fold, another expanded leg stretch. The weight comes slightly forward. Box out your elbows. Give a nice stretch to the wrists. Then on an inhale, lift your head and your heart. Exhale, right there. Put your hands at your waist, squeeze in, and come all the way back up, open. Good. Turn your right foot out, angle the left foot in, slide your foot forward, bend into your right knee. Arms to T, look over the right hand. This is warrior 2. The gaze is past your fingertips. The knee likes to buckle in, so press the knee slightly out towards the baby toe side of your foot. Reach as strongly back as you reach forward. And then we do some beautiful movements from here. Some of my favorite flows. Turn the front palm up, lean back. Exalted warrior, touch lightly. Sometimes called reverse warrior, gives a wonderful stretch to the ribs, space between the intercostals, more room to breathe. Keep the foundation the same. And reach those arms back to T position. Even, level. Lay your right forearm on your thigh with the palm facing up. Take the left arm straight up. Turn your gaze to look up. Hold your balance. Press against the edge of your inner thigh with the edge of your elbow. You can turn this into a wonderful twist by turning the palm behind you. Wrap the hand behind your back. Keep looking up over the shoulders. Keep dropping down into the hips. Press to the outer edge of your back foot. Hold. Then unfurl your arm. Reach skyward. Come back to warrior 2. Look over your right hand. Straighten the right knee. Parallel your feet. Bring your hands to your waist. A good place to breathe and to settle. Reconnect and set up for the other side. Turning your left foot out, arms to T, bend into the left knee. Don't let it go past your ankle. Draw back your shoulders. Fierce gaze past your fingertips. Trust yourself that you're level. Trust yourself in space. Have a sense and a new relationship to yourself. Right? We don't need mirrors. Trust that you can find your way. And turn the palm up. Lean back, exalted warrior. So elegant, so strong. Finding that warrior energy. Let it permeate every cell, every bone, every muscle in your body. Carry it with you. From exalted warrior back to warrior two, level even. Bring your left forearm on top of your thigh. Reach the right arm straight up, look up. Press slightly against the inner thigh, it's a hip opener. Drishti, gaze towards your thumb, and then turn the palm around and wrap your hand around your back. Palm faces out. Stretching across the heart center. Good, and then instead of coming up, look down. And as you do, unfurl your hands and reach down into a runner's lunge. Now walk your front foot to the right slightly, and you're in this lunge. Lift the chin, lift the chest, hold on the toes of your back foot. Put your back knee to the ground and raise your arms up, open wide. Bring your hands to your heart center, look forward. Take the left elbow, cross it over the outside edge of the right, and look up to the tip of your elbow. Catch a balance, lift the heart towards your thumbs. Look down and place your fingertips alongside the front foot. Lift your back knee back to runner's lunge, and guess what? We'll move out and across and over. Go to the left, to the right, to the right, to the right, all the way around, runner's lunge. Down onto a knee. Reach the arms up, wide V, tip the head back, let a back bend happen. Reach up and out of your waist. Breath in and out through the nose. Where's your mind? Bring your hands to your heart, the Anjali Mudra. Tip the edge of your elbow against the edge of the thigh. Reach up, look up, it's a twist, lift the heart towards the thumbs. Draw back your left hip. And then look down. Bring your hands to the floor. Lift your back knee up, chin chest, the spine is long. Soften into the knees and step up. Exhale, fold over, back to ragdoll. Grab one elbow with each hand. Place one hand above each knee. Walk your hands up the front of the leg. Come up, come up, come up, come up. Roll the shoulders back. Exhale, let them fall down. Shake out your hands. Shake out your feet. And come back into a steady, strong mountain pose with the hands to the heart. And then place one hand over the heart center, the other hand on top of it. Drop your gaze to the inner landscape and relax, releasing another layer of tension. Big breath in. Long sigh out. As you open your eyes, bring your hands to your waist and settle into your left foot. Put your right heel against the edge of your ankle and your hands back to the heart center. Posture's tree pose, and for some, it's easier to be next to a wall or off of your mat. Lace your fingers to steeple and come up. Frame your ears. As you get comfortable here, keeping your gaze steady, supercharge the left leg. Will your right foot come up higher? It might be messy. You might need a kickstand to come back down. Just try it and see how you feel. And then open the arms, slow motion, all the way down. Put your foot down, bring your hands to your heart. Close your eyes for a moment. Just check in, notice how you feel. Glue down your right foot, lace your fingers to steeple. Same thing, other side, ankle, calf. Some people reach down, grab the foot and bring it up high to the inner thigh. Lace the fingers to steeple, find your balance. Always the steady gaze, the drishti will be helpful. Continue that even breathing in and out through the nose. Relax your face. I love this posture for its metaphor for staying strong, rooted, grounded, settled, and then open, receptive, flexible, and free. Both qualities necessary. Bringing your hands to the heart for equanimity, ease, and grace. Close your eyes. Exhale audibly. Oh, just let it out. Shake it out a little bit. Tuck the chin. Roll on down. We're back to ragdoll. Shake your head out. Any lingering old stories or thoughts, just let them go. Coming back down onto hands and knees. Big toes touch, knees go wide. You're in a bit of a child's pose. Lift your head, lift your chest, come on up, come onto your hands and knees, and then onto your back. When you get on your back, your knees are bent, your feet are flat, and palms by your side. For bridge pose, lift the hips up. Keep the inner thighs drawn towards each other slightly. If you have space under your back, roll your shoulders under and clasp your hands. Keep your gaze past your nose. There's some tightness in the backside, a little bit of a squeeze, not clenching, but you need that support to open up the front. Gradually releasing your hands and unfurling one vertebra at a time down to the ground. Bring your knees to your chest. It's a big squeeze. Lift your head and shoulders off the ground. Let your head and shoulders come down and open the arms wide. Bring both knees over to the left side. Look over your right shoulder. You can close your eyes. Taking a few nice, full, rich breaths here. A little harder to breathe. In the twists, bring your knees up and across and over the other side. Take your time to get there. Sometimes putting a cushion or blanket underneath or between the knees is helpful. The gaze goes over the opposite shoulder, eyes closed, soft. Make any intuitive movements or shifts or changes with your hands and arms if it feels like you're not as comfortable in the shoulders and upper back. Always taking care of yourself in your most intuitive way, your inner wisdom. The body's necessarily always knows what it needs for support. Sometimes we're just not paying enough attention. Come back to the middle. Reach your legs up to the ceiling. That can be enough just there. Or if you like, get a little more upside down in a half shoulder stand. Always keep your eyes to one spot. Another chance to get upside down. Maybe you'd like to spend a little extra time here. You certainly could. Or draw your knees down towards your nose and start to lay your body back down to the ground. Put your feet on the floor, put your hands on your belly. I invite you to close your eyes. And take a few long, deep, diaphragmatic breaths, Dirga Pranayama. You stay where you are as I come back up to sit. And take a few more of those beautiful long breaths, filling the belly, the ribs, collarbones, and then let everything fall away. Deepening the breath to quiet the nervous system, to quiet the mind. Down-regulate that nervous system and be ready for rest. And when you're ready, any way you like, you can use a blanket, cushions under your knees, you can curl up, you can stay seated in meditation, coming into a completion where you'll take rest. And when you're ready, slow motion, take your time. When you're ready, come back. And if you can, I invite you to sit in a few minutes, just a few minutes of quiet meditation, observing your breath, observing your thoughts, and just giving yourself some quiet time before you step back into the day, and appreciating the work that you've done in recognition of the beauty, recognition of your humanity and your divinity, an appreciation of who you are as you are in this moment. We come to completion until we meet again. Namaste. The light in me honors the light in you.